Good to see you, Miss Vaughn.
Hello. Nice to meet you too.
All right. First off, for our viewers who have not seen The Needling, it's an online satirical website that makes fun of pretty much everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
The tagline is "We're Seattle's only real fake news," but a lot of people kind of refer to us as a local onion,
Yeah.
which, yeah, I mean, a lot of our website is basically in that style, but we have a variety of kind of satirical articles, mostly rooted in local humor, but some of our contributors and myself come up with great national headlines that we have to put in there
Oh,
too.
absolutely. There's so many great headlines. I want to mention a couple of great examples right off the top here. Fremont troll priced out of Fremont moves to Tukwila.
Hmm.
That is so perfect. It hits the whole thing about high rent, high priced houses in a really funny way.
Yeah, that is one of our sweetheart headlines that really like kicked off the website. You would be shocked how many people believed it. Part of me goes, man, we need better, media literacy out there. And part of me goes, I don't know, world's been kind of crazy. I can't
Yeah.
blame people.
Another great one, shocking report finds Cle Elum actually nowhere near Enumclaw.
Yeah.
Love that. Love
Who
that.
knew? Who knew? And I mean, I love that kind of headline too because it's one of those everyday things. Honestly, there's probably people who read that and were like, "Really? Oh my god!" Yeah, I do always make that mistake.
Yeah, it,
Yeah,
it resonates. It totally resonates. I know another
yeah,
one, and I don't know if you can think of it off the top of your head or remember the title, but it's about the forest. Do you remember that one?
yeah. Local woman just thinks flaming forests could find more peaceful way to protest climate change. I came up with that one in a really hard week. It was like one of those weeks where it didn't just feel like we were living through a dumpster fire. It literally looked like we were living in a dumpster fire. There was no escape from the bad news. You couldn't take a walk outside and not think about it for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Hmm.
So that one kind of like got what everybody was feeling that week.
You launched the needling 2018.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where did you get the idea that you could do this? That you were able to do this?
Um, yeah, the funny thing about my whole background is when I first joined like my high school newspaper, I didn't like a lot of the formulaic way that news is delivered, and I wanted to make fun of it. Um, and I thought I was going to sneak jokes into our high school newspaper, but then I actually caught the real journalism bug and ended up becoming like a journalist, like a pretty well accomplished journalist. I've been at the Seattle Times and the LA Times. Yeah, I've had my reporting on NPR. So I really went all the way with journalism, the real news.
You were part of the Seattle Times team that won a little thing I like to call a Pulitzer Prize
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
Ocean Mudslide
Mhm.
series. So I just want everyone to know that, yeah, not only are you good, you're like a Pulitzer Prize winning good. So,
Yeah, I spent about 2 weeks out there reporting on that. And honestly, it's like part of why I'm also into satire right now is, sometimes difficult news is, it's hard to process. You don't want to take your eyes off the difficult tragedies that are going on in our world. But how can you take a look at that and keep your eye on it without constantly being emotionally drained by it? You know, constantly feeling like you're getting this gut punch. And I think comedy can help with that.
definitely. What makes a good headline and what makes a good story? Because it's not just the
Mhm.
headline, you also write the story.
Yeah. Well, from the outset, we're not making fun of like people that are already experiencing a hard time in life.
Right.
If we're going to be making fun of people, it's going to be people in power, people who've got it coming, yeah, because of the way they've exploited people or their power. So that's a major thing first, and then being concise is good. That's a challenge. To really like get the attention of people online, it needs to be
Like that.
concise. Yeah.
Quarantine haircut qualifies as both self care and self harm. Funny.
Yes. One of our main contributors came up with that one, and just that same week, I'd had 2 friends that had hacked their hair up, and I'm like, "We need this PSA out there now." Yeah.
Now there's one that is I love, and it got a massive amount of attention. New study confirms cats can't spread COVID-19, but would if an option. Okay, unbelievably funny, and it went viral. So tell me how that happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, like, a big lesson because it's like, before that moment, it's like sometimes when you have a story that gets shared, like 200 times on Facebook before that, you're like, "Wow, it kind of went viral." You're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's a big deal." This one went like the real, like, international, like, and what sucked is like somebody kind of stole our content. They took like a screenshot of our image and our headline and didn't give us credit. One cool thing that we got out of that though was Jerry Seinfeld's wife shared it without credit, and then we asked for credit, and then at least she was able to give us credit to a bunch of really cool comedians who liked it, like Ali Wong and Neil Brennan and her husband Jerry
Of
Seinfeld. So
course.
that was like whoa. And then for some reason, like First Lady Laura Bush started following us, and I saw her like liking our post. I'm like, this is crazy.
That is so
Just
great.
is
I just
real.
love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I just love that. Well, Lex, thanks so much for talking with me, and more than anything, thank you for upping the laugh quotient in the world. Certainly in my household, we enjoy the needling
Oh,
so much. It's just great. Keep on going strong. It's you're
thank
rocking it.
you. And it's such an honor to speak with somebody else who was a big part of the Seattle comedy scene and, another form of satire, almost live. It's an honor to speak with you too.
Oh, great, great. Well, it's fun to talk comedy. I always like talking comedy. All right, girlie, take care.
Yeah.
Lots of laughs await you at theneedling.com. Also, The Needling Update, a brand new podcast, is scheduled to launch on Friday, February 5th.